Alright guys, as promised, we're back with another War of the Dork. This one was taken during my camping trip, so I do make a couple quick mistakes because I'm, playing as fast as possible that my wife's seen me. But anyway, let's go ahead and get right into it. Starting with attack number 1. And we are doing a very big punch down. We're doing X Factor into Heroes for Hire. And I'm using Namor as my 5th here. And I don't think Namor really gets to do much of anything. He's the highest built character on this team, so he just gets beat up, like, really, really badly. Yeah, so he's already just completely crippled. I'm already worried I'm going to lose this fight because of what I'm seeing. So we want to get the defense up. That's why I didn't open up with the special. So we get the defense up. We'll go ahead and peel off some more of those deflects. Summon some dupes. Pull them together. Didn't pull the Jessica Jones. That's a rookie mistake. I should have used it on the Jessica Jones and pulled everyone to her. There you go. I'm worried my long shot. He's just getting beat up real bad. As with most fights against Heroes for Hire, I do want to take the Colleen out. If we take the Colleen out, we have a much better chance of seeing the end of this. That's just the way it works. You take Colleen out, they lose all their damage. So we get a dupes on dupes up, which is great. Namor still hasn't used his ult, and I don't think he's actually going to get to. No, he's definitely bleeding out from there. Anyway, we go ahead and we strip the taunt. I clearly don't know X Factor because I went ahead and attacked Luke Cage right after that anyway. I basic there because I have offense down, and I just want more chances at crits. And we're just beating up on the Colleen. We did take off her first charge. So this is really messy. And I know this isn't a very good counter. But it was a 100k punch down, so I figured it can't go that wrong. I definitely wouldn't take this at even power. As soon as you get into like the 350k range, I think Heroes for Hire just completely outclasses what X Factor brings to war offense. So we'll beat up Jessica Jones next, get some more dupes out, put taunt on all of them. More defense up for us is always good. Bunch of crits along the way for speed. I will mention I have no T4s in my X Factor yet. Obviously the first ones I'm going to do are going to be Long Shot's passive for the speed, and then Shatterstar's passive. After that, probably just be doing some more into some damage stuff. We'll probably do Multiple Man's ult, and I think Polaris's passive is going to be pretty good health and barrier, so I think we're going to do that one too. Need them to be able to survive until they start rolling, and once they get rolling, they're pretty unstoppable. So there you go. Obviously, we pulled it off. Huge punch down. Namor was the majority of the power on the team, sitting at about 130k with war offense buffs, and he did absolutely nothing. So, I mean, I guess they did pretty good. And you'll see down there, this is a 6 million punch down war. It's kind of weird that we've been getting these punch downs. I think it's because we've been failing them. We beat like our huge punch ups, like 40 million punch up, beat them pretty handily. And then we lose one of those 40 million punch ups, and it drops us into punch down territory, and all of a sudden we can't beat it anymore. It's very weird. But anyway, we'll see how this war shapes up, or you'll see rather. There you go, a bunch of crits, speed, giving ourselves speed on speed. Luke Cage is a huge tank, and he finally goes down. So there you go. Attack number 1 is a success. And shout out to OG Apollo, this was a very close war. They're definitely offense focused like we were. So this is another giant punch down. We're looking at about 170,000. And this is the Kestrel Black Bolt Fury. Well, I guess you can just call it Kestrel plus Inhumans. And the idea here is you got to kill that Colleen. If you can kill that Colleen with the ult from Kestrel, then you're going to be in great shape. I should have used the special here just to get speed. Instead, I summon the ads, and they're going to quickly die, so that's kind of a waste. There you go. I think they all lost one deflect there. Luckily, we get the dodge from the Fury, so we are going to be able to spread that offense up if he lives. Should have just used the special there. I keep making the mistake where I try and alter down. That just doesn't work. Special's better, just does more hits and everything. She does stay pretty low though, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave her there with that defense down, and I'm going to see if I can't finish her off with the Black Bolt ult. We finally get the stun on Luke Cage, so we're not worried about him taunting before we get to go. Black Bolt special, plus the burp, and she's gone. Perfect. So they've lost all their power, and we're no longer worried. Fury got stunned, so he doesn't get to spread his goodness, but that's okay. And from here on out, because they lost all their damage, we pretty much could have just put it on auto. That Jessica Jones resist, making it a little bit more difficult on us. We do get to do the spread there, so we have the offense up plus the speed now, so Black Bolt's ult is going to be extra spicy. Yeah, they had some very interesting defensive teams. None of them very impressive. So there goes Jessica Jones. There goes the last charge on Luke Cage. Or sorry, on Iron Fist. Another dodge from Fury. It's always good. I think he has defense down now. Yes, he does. There was the last charge on Luke Cage. And that's a big boy Luke Cage. I think a lot of their power was in him, so he was pretty hard to take down. I'm assuming Kestrel's ult is about to pop. Special first. And there he goes. Oh, not yet. There he goes. And then the Kestrel ult goes ahead and takes out that Iron Fist, and there we go. So, big punch down. Not a surprising win. Pretty sloppy play on my part by not opening up with the special. And you see that was such a small Colleen. That one was predetermined. So, pretty selfish fight on my part to waste my team a little bit there. This is a pretty big punch down on Mercs with Sabertooth. I don't know why. But they have some low Merc members, so even though it's in Cargo Bay, I wasn't worried about any possible buffs or anything. I get all the speed I need for X23 to do her thing. And Taskmaster goes down before he uses an ability. Sabertooth actually does get his passive death proof, but Deadpool does a bunch of hits, takes it off him, so no problem there. And here goes Shuri. So, pretty quick win. There you go, so that's 3 for 3. Alright, so here we're doing a pretty big punch up. This is my Doom Falcon team against a Doom Emma team. I did switch a little bit here because I got a 6 Red Star Black Widow, so I put a little bit of love in her. I was a little worried that the speed up was going to throw things off too much, but it works out okay. So Doom doesn't get the speed up, which is kind of lame, but that's whatever. It is what it is. Falcon's going to get so much speed bar off that, giving that to Doom, really sealing the enemy's fate here. So we go ahead, we basic, we put our taunt back up. So now the Sinister will clone my Red Guardian here. So that was pretty good from the Black Widow speed. It makes sure that your Red Guardian is going to have that taunt up and that the enemy Doom isn't going to put Disrupt on him before he gets to do his turn. So then we Black Widow peels off all those buffs. Very pretty. Oh, it's also a Doc Ock. So this is a pretty beefy defense this person put up. But we're going to shred through it. So there we go. Strafe loses his taunt. We go ahead and flip all those into nice bleeds. And before you know it, their team has fallen apart. There goes the Doc Ock. Go ahead and take out this Red Guardian. We still have stun from Emma. However, blammo, boom. She's too squishy. She's like tier 12 right now. So she'll die before she gets to use her ability. She gives the blind to Doom, I believe. But he just doesn't matter on his basic. So there you go. Get the ability block on Emma so she doesn't slow us again. Some more speed. Unfortunately, we don't take Sinister out before he heals up, or do we? Not quite. It extends the fight, but we're in no danger of losing at this point. Doom can 2v1 this combo. He will survive long enough to get his ult off a second time, killing one of them instantly and then doing it again thereafter. But that's very rare that you have to resort to that. I think it's only happened to me once. She did get to go back into her diamond form, but now we have offense up ult. Are we going to throw it? No, we're basic. Got a bunch of bots just pinging away at her. There's a big health heal from her. We lose one bot. Red Guardian gets the... oh, she's no longer diamond form. Boom. Gone. There she goes. So, easy win. I love that team. I love the Falcon+Doom combo. Especially against a team like Emmarauders or Sinister 6. Where they just stack buffs on buffs on buffs. I was camping there, so you saw that victory took quite a while to pop up. But it is what it is. Finally kicked in and we're good. That's a small Doom, eh? He died pretty quick. Attack number 5. We're doing Astonishing X-Men into SHIELD+Kestrel team. I think you'll see more of this Kestrel team on defense. It is pretty tricky because of the death proof that the enemy bots get, as well as Coulson instantly shredding through somebody's life. Symbiotes work on it a little bit better than the Astonishing X-Men because they don't rely on killing the enemy, only on getting them low. But this one had a Quake with them, so that's easy pickings, and we go ahead and we take her out. It was also a pretty big punch down. Like I said, this alliance was very clearly offense-oriented, like us, and their defenses weren't quite up to snuff, so... Kind of a lame video, lame footage, but easy win for my teams. So there goes Coulson. We have the offense up, so we'll go ahead and take Kestrel out. We're very close to it anyway. Get our buffs going. Iceman's passive is just picking people off. There goes Kestrel, plus a bunch of the minions. Go ahead and stun Fury so he doesn't heal, but it gets resisted. We'll use this special, and that'll definitely take him out. And there you go. So that was a big punch down, a good counter matchup. Had the shield team been a little bit bigger, I probably don't want to use Astonishing X-Men there, because like I said, the Coulson is going to get you killed, especially if they don't have that shield medic, or they have some more damaging shield minions in there. It can get pretty spicy. Here you have a straight punch across Uncanny X-Men with Zemo against Wave 1 Avengers with Captain Marvel instead of Hawkeye. This makes the team a little bit worse. Hawkeye adds an element of RNG on who he slows and possibly blinds. So this is an easier win. We go ahead and ability block the Black Widow before she gets to put a speed out there. Colossus takes the ult to the face like a champ. Phoenix goes ahead and sucks it all up. And we'll try and... well, that was a little bit of a misplay. We should have just basicked him. We're giving him more charges for no reason now. The issue with that is if Phoenix dies and then he ults because he gets the energy from his passive going off, it could stun her and that could put us in a bad spot. So we didn't peel off the taunt there. We did give him offense up, so that'll take our Phoenix. Oh, take her pretty close. This passive, yeah, the passive killer, which does kill the Black Widow, which is good. Now we'll get to use a special. That'll kill the Hulk off. So now it's just 3 of them, and now we're not so worried about it anymore. Ult from Cyclops. Gonna clean somebody off here. Ooh, there goes Thor. And there will go Captain Marvel. So punch across, but not too bad. Like I said, the Captain Marvel actually makes that team worse. So again, we're waiting for our internet to kick in. You can see it in the corner there. Sometimes, yeah, right there. See, it's having issues. We're pretty far out in the woods at this point. All right, attack number 7. Okay, so this is Silver Surfer Hela against a Doom Emmarauder team. 100k punch down. I mess up big time here. It's pretty late at night, and I was just kind of trying to survive. You'll see what that mistake is. It's a very novice mistake. We peeled the taunt off Strife, which is great, but I ability block the Doom and not the Emma. So Emma's going to immediately clear that, and I'm screwed. So that was a big misplay. You don't even need ability to block Doom turn 1. It's all about his second turn. So I just killed myself there, and I'm kicking myself in the pants right now. My wife's wondering, like, why are you awake? And why are you going... But I was, and then we lost this. So we go for the Hail Mary kill on the Doom. The offense of Ultron. He's not gear tier 15. He's not level 80. He's only got 1 red star on him. Not even close. Gives him the energy, and then we die. At least it'll be quick. And Emma will take her 3 turns. Server goes down. We back out. We don't want to waste our characters on that. That was a big misplay. Attack number 8. We're doing Black Order against Emmarauder team. Nothing special here. Pretty big punch down. Pretty big strafe he has. So we're going to actually start by targeting him. 7 red star. You should bring him up to gear tier 15 and make that team much scarier. Especially if you put like another tank with them. So we should hold the flip here. Hopefully we hold the flip here. Yep. There you go. So Thanos actually takes some pretty big damage from our Ebony Maw there. There's the slow. Thanos keeps getting beat up. Obviously, if we lose Thanos, we are in a world of trouble. Who gets cloned? Ebony Maw. So that's not so bad because we are going to flip whatever he does anyway. I think there I was debating if I wanted to strip some of those buffs off Ebony Maw. Opening with the ult is a little problematic because it means that our cull taunts a little bit less. Or, sorry, a little bit later. He does eventually get it off, though. Now, because a bunch of people dropped into yellow, Thanos gets a bunch of speed from that. And he's actually able to flip everything much faster than he otherwise would have. And now Emma's stuck. She's got to use it on Cull. Thanos still got a bunch of speed from that, so he's actually going to get to ult sooner than later. We're going to go ahead and slow the Sinister here, and as well as rewind him and stun him. And we're back on the strafe, so we want to kill this strafe. Make sure he gets the vulnerable, takes a little bit more damage. Thanos ults, kills everybody but him and the Emma, but Corvus comes in, finishes that job. Or not. That's a big strafe. 7 red star. Very nice. I wish I had something like that. That was a whiff of the ult. But here goes Emma, and she's down. So, easy win, big punch down. But that is, I think, the picture-perfect way to play that matchup. The only RNG that could super screw you is if, well, you saw that rewind, and then if Strafe had ability block to the Thanos, or if instead they cloned the Proxima Midnight and then stunned the Thanos, then you could be in a lot of trouble. So anyway, this is another big punch down. Like I said, I'm sorry about all these punch down, guys. I don't have the choice. There wasn't many teams to pick and choose from. So it's big punch down, Symbiotes into Sinister 6. This matchup does work on a punch across, as well as pretty big punch ups once you hit certain thresholds in power. Like if you're at a 600k Symbiotes, you should be able to do a 700k Sinister 6, as long as you can identify which member is the weakest that's going to feed you the turn meter you need to get rolling. Because once you get rolling, there's nothing that the Sinister 6 can do to stop the Symbiotes from tearing them apart. Keep your eye out for Vultures, though. Vultures will make this matchup way harder. You take out that Rhino, you put Vulture in, and you got a... well, then you want to use Axmen. Seriously, you don't want to use Symbiotes against Vulture. It's just adds too much what if. Great comic book series, though. There you go. We'll steal all these buffs. We held that ult for long enough. Spread that. Why not? Get Mysterio all hotted up. Take out the Shocker just for the speed. We got our stun. Why not? You don't have enough debuffs, Mr. Doc Ock. Let's add some more. There goes the Mysterio. So we get a bunch of the adds up. That's going to give us even more speed. Doc Ock goes down. So obviously they lose at this point, right? Once they lose Doc Ock, they're pretty much nothing. So that last one will bleed out. Let's turn our attention to Rhino. We'll take him out pretty quick. There you go. He won't even get a chance to bleed out. And here you go. Oh, animation was a little off there. That's okay. Attack number 10. And we're doing a 140k punch down. Mirror matchup. Infinity Watch against Infinity Watch. I was looking for this team. This was the biggest one I could find when I had energy up. I like to kill a 5 level first. Or Moondragon. Whoever's a little bit weaker. Looks like I'm going for the 5 level here. And she is by no means weak. She's what, 115k? But as soon as the enemy deviates and starts using like the Gamora special first, right? Or wasting, like I just wasted my Adam Warlock special. You don't want to use special because of the immunity and because 5 level is going to clear it anyway. So you just want a basic there, but yeah, as soon as the enemy starts deviating and attacking multiple targets at once, you should have this one pretty comfortably. And the big risk, of course, is if they target your Moondragon or your Fire Level. So you see I deviate a little bit there. I go ahead and I put the Moondragon special on the enemy Moondragon. And what that does is that rewinds her turn meter. Gives me more time to kind of mess around with the enemy. We take Nebula's first life. So now that we took her first life, we might as well take her second life. And that'll completely cripple this team. And we're not worried about her anymore. I don't know why I have an aversion to use a special there. I just love the basic. I have the T4 in it. That extra 5% total health is huge. So now we go ahead and cleared everything. We did hold that. That held barrier as well from us. So that was probably a little bit of a mistake. Even though you're not really clearing anything of big importance on that opening turn, the barrier is really nice. Adam Warlock just gets wrecked. This is a 7 red star Gamora, so she's pretty big. Go ahead and stun her if we can. No, we can't. That's okay. No, okay, I didn't whiff my special on the Adam Warlock. I just thought I did because it said immunity, but that was just the bleeds not getting applied. We lose Phyla-Vel. We do not land the defense down, guys. You're very rarely going to land your abilities minus Adam Warlock and Gamora, just from the difference in resistance that the team has, even in counterattacks. But nonetheless, guys, that is it for this war. That was a fun little mirror matchup. Weak Adam Warlock, weak Nebula. That's how it goes. So congratulations on MoBlack for another MVP. Always wrecking it for us. And yeah, so anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you've had a good time while I was away. I'll be back to annoy you with some more videos. We'll try and do some more non-war stuff. I'm going to make a little video about future evolution. But we'll be focusing mostly on Marvel Strike Force. I still like Marvel Strike Force a little bit more, and that's how we'll be going forward with the channel. So, hope you're happy, healthy, having fun, and I'll see you next time. Ciao.